But first, she's here, as always, to play hardball. A bit of a little chest infection, Alice, so thanks for coming in.
Let's pretend it's not there. Hardball, pickleball,
Pickleball.
tennis. I don't know what I'm playing.
Paddle.
I'm playing
Paddle
very
ball.
hard.
You're
yes.
a trooper, you're here.
It is time to fight back, OK? So the mailbag here has got huge with consumer problems, and one of them that is overwhelmingly bigger than the others is about online clothing orders. So in the UK, as I told you earlier, more than half our clothing is purchased online, which is extraordinary when you think about the touchy-feely, need-to-try-on perspective of it. But we buy more than half our clothes online, and we've become very good at it and very confident. Too confident, I think. We click, we pay, and it comes to us. But when it doesn't come to us, or when we can't send it back, we don't really know what to do.
And that's where the problems start.
And that's where the problems start. So we need to just empower ourselves before and after the purchase.
So should we begin with Jeanette, first of all, who says, I placed an online order with a well-known clothing brand for 5 items totalling £386. I have since only received one of the items. I later received an email saying that there had been a delay in the delivery of my order and they would investigate and come back to me. I'm still waiting and I haven't received items or my money. So what do you do if your goods don't arrive?
Well, you have a contract with the company. People seem to forget. This is as much of a contract as getting someone to do your drive, your kitchen, whatever. It is a contract. You are going to send me these goods. I'm going to give you this money, but you're going to send those goods within the allotted time. And if they don't arrive, then you have every right to cancel them. So you have statutory rights. You have more rights than ever before when you're buying online. And those rights say that if your goods don't arrive within a certain time, or even if you change your mind, or if you want to send them back, you can. So the problem is, though, that for Jeanette, she wanted those goods, the moment passed. She didn't need them anymore, she just wanted her money back, and then she couldn't get in touch with the company. And this is a huge, huge problem. So what do? Let's run through the options. You can phone them, not a great idea because they don't put many people in customer services. They don't have banks of people on the phone. So you can email, I think a really good idea because there it is in digital black and white. You've got proof that you've tried to contact them. Be very clear. What do you want? When do you want it? I want a full refund. Here is my order number, and I want it in my account within the next 14 days or 10 working days. And be absolutely sure about that. And if you don't do this, I will be pursuing my rights to reclaim the money. Just make it absolutely statutory and clear, OK? And if they don't respond to that, then I'm afraid you are going to have to get the social media megaphone. And people say, I'm not on social media.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I just don't want to go on social media. Well, if only to get your money back on things. It is literally a megaphone. It is a public voice for you to say, hey, Alice Beer Clothing, I want my money back.
Anyone, doesn't matter, whether it's Instagram,
It
X,
doesn't matter.
or
I
whatever.
think it's probably better for this.
OK.
I hate the fact that it's now not a verb. You can't tweet anymore. It's probably better because you can use the company's name and they will engage with you because they're putting more people on social media than they are on customer services. So use that megaphone and then, and I'm going to explain later, you do have other resources and customer rights like Section 75 and chargeback, but I'll go into them in a second. But use those rights. Jeanette now does have a full refund for the clothing, which is good.
Shout as loud as you can.
Yeah,
Do you know, we had a weird spate, actually, of the thing we wanted not coming, but a set of little earplugs. You know the little squishy things you put in your ears?
They sent you the wrong things.
No, they just sent... I don't know. Those would come instead of the thing, whatever it was.
Did you want earplugs?
Yeah, it happened about 3 times.
That's
But you had
really
no-
From
odd.
China, no.
How bizarre is
So
that?
they just send you something and then you
That's
can't chase it. I know, it's very, very odd.
That's very odd.
This is from Sarah. I recently ordered 3 pairs of shoes from an online company. Do you notice how far away this sheet has to be? Thank you. What are they?
No, you can't.
No. When they didn't turn up straight away, I checked them out online. They have terrible reviews and they look like a scam company. I've sent lots of emails. The order was for 2 pairs of slippers and an orthopaedic pair of shoes for my mum, who's vascular dementia, dear, and is struggling on her feet. I cannot get through to them. I just want my money back.
OK, so this is a really simple thing. She does now have her money back, so her mum's going to be OK. What Sarah did was afterwards, when they didn't arrive, she went online and looked at the reviews and she saw, oh my goodness, so many awful reviews. The product is appalling. It's cheap and nasty. It's not what I want at all. And they're not sending out things and they're not giving the money back. Can everyone do one thing? Next time you order online, should we look at the reviews beforehand?
I know.
And I'm not being patronising.
It's such a small thing, but we never do it.
We never do it. Look on Trustpilot or any other review thing and just see what people are saying about that company. Quality of the goods. How quickly do they give you a refund? 100% it is worth those 30 seconds of research.
Yeah.
Now that she says it,
Because
it's so obvious,
know.
isn't
I
it?
bet you
So
don't do it.
flipping
No.
obvious,
We have
and
to.
nobody does it. Promise me, you will do that one thing, and then my post bag will probably halve. I should think.
OK.
Next.
Job has got in touch saying, I bought some shoes on an online marketplace and when I received them, they were nothing like they were advertised to be. They were the wrong colour and not even the brand I thought they were. I complained to the marketplace, showing them photos of the shoes advertised compared to the ones I received. I was originally offered 50% back from the buyer without the returning of the shoes, but I wanted a full refund. I was told to return the shoes, which cost me £15.45, but they were apparently not received. I now have lost the money and the shoes.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
should he have paid for the postage?
No, well, this is an interesting thing because under consumer contract regs, it doesn't roll off the tongue. Consumer contract regs, you have the right to, if you change your mind about something, you send it back to the company, but you pay the postage.
Yeah.
On a change of mind scenario. If it's faulty or not as described, they pay the postage. Simple as. Now, you might be ordering, as they were, from a company that says .co.uk. It might look as though it's based in the UK, but look up where you have to send returns to. This happened to my daughter last week. You have to send the returns to China because that is where the company is based. So they're saying, do you want to pay £15 to send it back to us? Or do you just want 50% of your money back and you keep the goods? A, that is building a great big landfill of unwanted goods, which we don't want to do. And B, you do not want to spend more money throwing good money after bad. Now, this person should have got tracking on their postage, so then they would have known that they'd been delivered, but also they should have been aware that they were having to send back to a company that was actually dealing in China. Those goods were not as described, and you have every legal right. But if you're dealing with China, then your UK and EU rights will rip them up.
Oh, they don't count?
No, of course they don't. Of course they do have consumer regs, but you try enforcing them with someone who's in China. It's just not going to wash. So what you can do in those circumstances is pursue it, find an English arm for the company or distribution centre, keep pursuing it, which my daughter did. She rang me up and said, now who's the consumer journalist?
And she
Got
did
my
it.
money back, yeah. So you carry on with your
fair.
medicine, darling. Much more useful. If you track the postage, you will know. And also then you bring in this magic word, the Section 75 or the chargeback.
Okay.
Look them up online. They are your magic wand if you are buying something online and you haven't got your money back. He's got his money
Section
back.
75.
Real quick one. You've answered a lot of different
Yes.
questions and loads of great questions in, but this one, Chi Chi London, they've come up
Yes.
quite a lot.
They
Talk
have
to us
come
about
up.
them. What's the issue?
Loads about them because people weren't getting their money back when they'd sent back refunds, thinking, what on earth's going on? Actually, the company went into administration last week. So you then, in that case, you have to contact the administrator. That's available online and join the list of creditors, which is, boring.
Long, I
and
imagine.
yeah, you're right down the end. But actually, Chi Chi London was bought out of administration by another company at the end of last week. So you're going to have to wait and see. If you bought through Chi Chi London in John Lewis, say, or another company, then you'll get your money back. But otherwise, you're going to have to hang on and wait and see if the new company are going to honour the debts of the old company. And I'm afraid I'm not optimistic on that one.
OK, thank you.
Reviews.
Thank you.
Read reviews.
Reviews,
That's the headline.
Reviews.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know exactly, and see where you've got to deliver it back to.
100%.
Yeah, look
Yeah.
where the returns are going to.
Section 70.
Five.
Oh, Lily said 4, Lily said 2, it was 5. Right, coming.